Hey everyone, welcome back. Tonight, this door goes away because I hate it. Okay, so if you've never removed a closet door before, the pivot pin, the hinge pin, is spring loaded at the top. So all you do, if I can grab it, you lift it up, pull out the bottom, out it comes. Here's the hinge pin right here. So you've probably seen that I had acoustic panels on the back of my furnace door. My hope was that they were gonna quiet the furnace down a bit, but they really made no difference. So I'll use them for something else. I do want to reuse this board, so I'm going to throw a few extra screws in it, just to make it a little more sturdy. So just to give you an idea of what I'm working with. That is plumb there. From top to bottom, I have about 3/4 to 7/8 of an inch difference. So I've got to do a lot of adjusting to the bottom. Okay, so yeah, okay. Alright, so I'm going to start up here because I want to double up this header. And we're at like 38 and 11/16. Okay, so what I have to do here to make this thing square, I have to cut a 1-inch spacer, and that'll sit right in there. I'll clamp it down. And that should be pretty damn straight. You know what? It could be a little bit smaller. I'm gonna cut another spacer at 7/8 of an inch. Okay, let's check this one out. Oh, that is perfect. Absolutely perfect. How about this way? Yep. Also as perfect as it can get. Now, because that spacer will probably split, I'm going to pre-drill. Okay. Just like that. Pre-drill another one. There we go. Okay, so because everything is out of square in this basement, like, look how this ended up having to be. But it's a good 1/2 inch out from top to bottom. So I've had to cut this 2x4 to sit in here. It's not how I would have liked it. I would have liked it to sit flat. But yeah. So I'm gonna have to cut a bunch of spacers to support these two together. But yeah, at least my door jamb is straight. That's where my wall needs to be. I'll cut a spacer that fits in here. 1 7/8. I just need to fire a few more drywall screws in here. Alright, so now I gotta carve out this drywall to fit this piece of 2x2 in here. And this, once it's up in there, will be the support for my drop ceiling. There we go, look at that. That's perfect. Just like that. Just gotta make sure it's straight with my door frame. Oh yeah, look at that. Okay, I got my second 2x2 on there, and that is our final drop from the beam that my drop ceiling will hang on. But that's for another day. I'm going to focus on finishing out the door frame. I've got my door frame kit right here. Get this open. Well, first thing I notice is that the pre-machined hinges are tiny, and I don't have a jig for that, so this should be interesting. So there is the size difference in my hinges. It's not even machined deep enough to accept my hinges, and the only jig I have to router these out is the one for the door, not the door frame. So I'm going to 3D print one of these, and I'll get back to this job later. I've decided that while my jig is 3D printing, I'm going to cut some drywall. Try to frame in this door without the door in place. Alright, so to trim off this excess piece, I'm just going to score it from the inside. And snap. And just cut it from the outside. There. Beautiful. Okay, the 3D printer is done. I've already tried it out here, but I'm going to show you how it works on another one. So we're going to do this one next. And that is how much smaller the pre-machine hinge spots are. Where to my hinges. Now my printed jig is actually a little bit on the wide side by about 1 millimeter, but I'm okay with that because it'll allow for some paint to get in there. Won't be such a big deal. So I'm just going to get this thing centered. And these pads I've made on the sides are for clamping. Can't move. There you go. Nice machine spot for my hinge. Sits in there perfectly. I'm gonna go ahead and do my final one. Okay, so now I need to, my door opening says I need to cut this down to 79 inches. I'm going to cut an even amount off the top and the bottom. So we're at 81. So I'm just going to cut an inch off there, cut an inch off the bottom. Here's my other side of the door jamb with the latch spot. They didn't machine it in the middle though. Oh, there's a second one. Nice. So I'm going to be using this side, and I need to cut 2 inches off this board. And now I'm going to cut my top board. And it just needs to be a 1/4 inch wider than my door. So if my door is 36, cut this at 36 1/4. Now I'm just going to throw some pin nails in this thing just to keep it in shape, so I can pre-drill and put some screws in after. And I'm just going to throw some little 1-inch screws in here. These aren't structural or anything. They're not holding any weight. Alright, so I've kept a couple of my offcuts from the boards. These are 1/2 inch thick. And I'm going to use them as spacers at the floor. And that'll give me clearance for my flooring when I finally get to that point. There we are. So my door is inch and 5/16. I'm gonna mark here roughly where my door goes, just so I can have a rough idea where to put some screws in this thing. I'm just going to start at the bottom, keeping my front edge flush with the drywall and sitting on top of my 1/2 inch spacer. And we'll go right there. Just below the surface. I'm just going to shim this thing out. Make it snug, but not so tight that it bends the header. And I'll throw a nail in there just to keep it in place. We'll do another one in the middle. Make sure I'm not bending anything. That's pretty good. I think this side's okay. Shouldn't need any support over here, being screwed in up there. Just marking where my door is again. Now, because shims like to split, I'm going to just pre-drill it. This is a piece of 1/2 inch plywood that I had left over from another job. It's about 1.25 inches thick, or 1.25 inches wide. I'm just going to cut it up and use it as shim stock for my the striking edge of the door. And I thought I was going to be able to work around this piece of carpet, but no, it's just going to be in the way. So I'm just going to get it out of here. All right, so I'm going to start at the bottom and make it the same width as the top, just 36.25. Yeah, just about there. So I'm going to stick in a piece of the plywood. Oh, check that. That's actually perfect. Okay, so because this is a hollow door and I needed to cut it short, I need to take this block-off plate out of the bottom chunk here and then glue it into the bottom. Perfect. Great. Just gotta clean this up a bit. Yeah, just like that. I think I'm just gonna pin nail it in. Then I'll just fill the holes later. There we go. Now we have a shortened door. Okay, so I've already marked out where I want my holes to go. I'm going to use the Ryobi hinge jig for this. But what I found is that it needs a little bit of a spacer to actually, at least to work with my doors. So I'm just lining up the edge with my line. I want my line visible because there's a bit of a, like a 1 mil tolerance here. I'll just tighten that down. You can see my upper line in there. If I didn't have my spacers, that line would be in the wrong spot. Let's have a look at that. Check it with our hinge. That's perfect. Now the Ryobi kit also comes with this handy drill bit that centers the hole for you. So you just hold your hinge on there, then it'll center it. You can pre-drill your holes. So I've got my door sitting in here. I've got a piece of 1/4 inch plywood on the floor to help me space it up a little bit. I'm just gonna line up this top hinge and throw a screw in it. Just like that. There we go. plywood. Make sure this closes. Oh yes, perfect. Absolutely perfect. Cool. Okay, onto the doorknob. So here's the jig I have for that. You just put it on, drill your holes. I've already got the center line marked. I'll just do a little line out there so I can line up my jig properly. That's a 2 1/8 inch hole saw. Here, take that back off. There it is. Now we put it back on. Now we can drill our other hole, which is 1 inch. I'm gonna put together my doorknob kit. Those. I'm gonna put your doorknob together. You have your striker. That's gonna go in like this. Make sure it's straight up and down. Just push it in. That. Awesome. That's to measure out my trim. So to put my first piece of trim in, I need to go inside the furnace room, shut the door, push this against the back of the door, and then nail it up, which is going to be really tight. I'll see if I can get you in there. 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 I'm going to start it at the top here with the door open. Then I'll close the door and do the rest from the inside. Same with this one. There we go. Our trim is in place all around it. Now this one I had to do twice because I made it a bit too tight and the door wouldn't completely close. So I just had to peel it off, pull the nails out, do it again. We have ourselves a door. That's one more project off the list. Okay, see you in the next video.